We're back now on the pregame show with Bulldogs head coach Mark Few. Mark, great trip over to Seattle. It's a tough, hard-nosed UCLA team with some pretty talented kids, and did a great job there in the second half of putting together those two little spurts to win that thing, made winning plays on both sides of the ball, and another impressive win for your team.
Yeah, it really was. It was a hard-fought, physical, kind of grinder-type mid-February game. Again, that's what you expect out of UCLA, and I thought we handled it really well. I thought we were the tougher team for most of the game, and it was weird. It was, ironically kind of an offensive battle in that first half. I mean, we were getting close to getting 50 in the half, and but boy, about 12-minute mark of the second half, the defenses on both ends kind of took over, and you had to really fight just to get in position to make a basket. And I thought Graham was heroic. I mean, some of the shots he made with 2-3 people draped all over him were exactly what we needed at that time, and just so clutch.
Coach, as we
Marsh McLennan Agency is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Sports. When it comes to insurance, how hard does your team really work for you? At Marsh McLennan Agency, we do the shopping for the right insurance carrier, ensuring you get the right coverage tailored to your needs. Our local experts are dedicated to providing personalized service backed by the resources of Marsh, the global leader in insurance. Visit MMANorthwest.com and get started on finding a better insurance coverage for you. Go Zags!
The season is heating up, and ICCU is proud to be a sponsor of Gonzaga University Athletics. From tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first game to March's biggest moments, we're cheering on the Zags and supporting fans every step of the way. With powerful digital tools, local service, and a commitment to community, ICCU is your financial partner, on and off the court. ICCU, looking after your daily balance. Let's go, Zags!
Support Gonzaga basketball through NIL. Zags Collective is the leading NIL collective supporting Zags student athletes through name, image, and likeness. Zags Collective creates opportunities for student athletes to engage with the community and grow their brand. Plus, you get access to autograph sessions, exclusive events, and more. Become a member today. Go to ZagsNILCollective.com and get started.
Every year, the crowds go crazy for the Cal Triple Play of the Day, where you can get tricked out cool trucks or sporty SUVs just in time for winter. And this week, you'll get to delay all payments until next year. Get a minimum $2,000 trade-in value for your old ride, plus get a 2-year service maintenance program with every vehicle sold, which is a triple play opportunity this week at both Cal locations.
On the Gonzaga Sports Network, tip-off is just moments away. Now, let's go courtside. Alongside Adam Morrison, here's the voice of the Zags, Tom Hudson.
Quick detour into the Learfield Network studio. Luke Gallant with you as we pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves as affiliates. This is Gonzaga basketball from Learfield.
Your home for Gonzaga basketball. KFOO 96.1 FM Opportunity. An iHeart radio station.
Tip-off is right around the corner. Gonzaga and Campbell for the second time ever. This is Gonzaga basketball from Learfield.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
We care about your safety. If you need to break ground on a new outdoor project, be aware that buried electric and natural gas lines can be anywhere. It's the law to call 811 at least 2 business days before you dig. Spray paint white lines showing your dig zone, and a crew will mark the utility lines. Mark accuracy zone is within 2 feet of the mark, so always hand dig to expose the line first. Call 811 before you dig. The service is free for residential customers. Avista, we just want you to be safe.
Living a healthy, happy life is built on a foundation of good habits, wholesome foods, plenty of sleep, regular exercise, and for women, a breast cancer risk assessment by age 25, and annual screening mammograms beginning at 40. Our convenient Spokane area locations make scheduling your mammogram easy. Schedule your exam today. Call 509-455-4455 or visit www.inlandimaging.com/appointments.
Look, I'm not going to tell you have to have a Campbell's Rewards card when you come to Northern Quest. You don't. You don't have to earn points on every dollar you spend here or enjoy prize entries, dining discounts, pre-sale concert tickets, and so on. Heck, you don't even have to receive free cash money for doing what you already do here. After all, free country, right? Campbell's Rewards for all the ways you play.
We're back at the McCarthy Athletics Center. Let's take a look at our starting lineups for tonight's game. Here, the Zags, ranked number 7 in the polls, up 1 in the Associated Press poll, staying pat at number 7 in the coaches poll, hosting the Campbell Fighting Camels out of the CAA. First for the visitors out of Boone, North Carolina. The starting lineup will consist of Tausos Cook. He is a 6'2", 200-pound guard, transfer from Stetson. He is the team captain, averaging about 5.5 points per game. He'll be joined in the starting backcourt by their leading scorer, DJ Smith, a 5'11", 155-pounder out of Dallas, Texas. He scores 19.5 points a game. This is his 4th school. He played at Robert Morris, Bowling Green, and Arkansas Little Rock before making his way to play for Campbell here as a grad student. Also in the starting lineup, we're going to see Jeremiah Johnson, the transfer from Green Bay, a former 4-star recruit who originally was going to play at Oklahoma State, now playing for Campbell, averaging 11 points per contest on the season. Cam Gregory will also be in the starting lineup, a 6'5", 170-pounder, averaging 5.5 points per game. He transferred in from St. Francis a couple of years ago, started 31 games last season for the Camels. The final member of the starting 5, Davidas Budka, a 6'9", 215-pounder out of Lithuania. He's averaging 16.5 points, nearly 9 rebounds per game. Transferred in for Pepperdine, where he started all 35 games last year, averaged 9.5 points and better than 6 rebounds per contest. For the Bulldogs, meanwhile, the starting lineup is going to look like this. Mario Sage-Sapiri, and we'll get his 8th start of the season at the point. 6'3", 199-pounder, averaging 9 points, 4.5 assists per game. Emmanuel Inocente starts alongside him, a 6'5", 198-pounder out of the Ivory Coast, averaging 5 points per game. On the wing, it'll be Steele Venters, a 6'7", 200-pounder out of Ellensburg, 6 points per contest for Steele Venters. On the front line will be Braden Huff, the team's leading scorer, 17.4 points per game, and Graham Ike right behind him at 17.3 points per contest. Graham, the WCC player of the week. So it'll be Fields, Budka, Gregory, Smith, and Johnson for Campbell. Inocente, Ike, St. Sapiri, Huff, and Venters for the Zags. Mo, keys to the game for the Bulldogs here. Final game at home in the 2025 calendar year.
Play fast. Obviously, a team like this is, I imagine, is going to try to slow the game down. Play fast, get out and run. Second is rebound. They don't have much size in the front line. If we can control the glass, we can get a lot of opportunities scoring the basketball. Third, we talked about it a little bit in the pregame. No students here going to play and create your own energy.
The Zags come out again wearing the royal blue uniforms, a throwback to the 90s. Run to the Elite Eight back in 1999 came in these jerseys. So the royal blue with red and white trim. Gonzaga in black across the chest. The numbers in black. There's a bulldog on the right leg of the shorts for the Bulldogs with some white trim on the bottom of the shorts. Meanwhile, the Fighting Camels come out with their white uniforms, orange and black trim. Camels written across their chest, no names on the backs of the uniforms for visiting Campbell. Campbell 5-5, the Bulldogs 10-1, and it is time to play some basketball here at the Kennel. Bulldogs move right to left in the first 20 minutes. Michael Greenstein, Jason Garrettson, Jacob Hertz are officials for tonight's game. Campbell controls the opening tip, and the Camels move the ball around the perimeter. Out top with it is Gregory. Gregory left open, shoots a deep three. It's off the rim, and Karam's into the far corner. Venters will block Fields from getting to it. It kicks out of bounds, Gonzaga basketball. It's not a team that shoots the three all that well, about 30% as a group. They don't shoot a ton of them, about 21 a game, which is crazy. Imagine saying that when you were playing, Mo.
It's like if you shot 12, they're like, oh, my God, you guys are soft.
Inocente looking to the paint where he finds Graham Ike. Coaching staff for the Camels does not like that Graham didn't get whistled for an offensive foul after the defender fell to the floor. Here's a drive and a one-handed pass out top. They work it left side. The leading scorer, DJ Smith, had it briefly. Now gives it up to Butka. Butka going to work on Ike, backing him down. Spins to his left, gets one up off the glass and in.
Yeah, beautiful move going to his left. That's a nice finish.
Here come the Bulldogs quickly the other way. St. Superior on the run. Shot rattles around, won't go down. Ike rebound, put back. Might have been partially blocked. Comes up a little bit short. Into the front court quickly as Jeremiah, check that. It's DJ Smith with it. Smith, again, their leading scorer, 19.5 a game. Gives it up out top. Butka has it there. A couple dribbles to his left. Can't get it away. Now able to flip it out to Fields. Fields, one-handed pass near corner. Here's a drive on the baseline. Poked away from behind by Venters. It's out of bounds. Last touched by the Zags. Nice job by Steele Venters knocking it away from Cook.
Completely beat. He went for the tip behind, which hard play to execute without fouling.
Here's an inbound from Gregory to Smith. 3 seconds to shoot. Smith finally realizes running three is on the way. It's an air ball. It'll be a shot clock violation. That would have been awesome.
The Rex Chapman, remember he made that three going that way? That's the best way I can describe it. Going to his right, one-legger. Did that in the playoffs. I remember watching that as a kid. He was a good player.
St. Superior coming off a 12-point performance over UCLA. Into the front court. Snaps the pass right side into Chente. One-hander back to St. Superior. Gets a screen from Ike. Dribbles to the left wing. Bounces in the paint. Huff catches, spins, and scores. Bulldogs have their first lead. Big fellas, Huff and Ike with a bucket apiece. Left side of the floor, it's Gregory with it. Transfer from St. Francis. Gives it up to Butka. Pass out top. Cook fakes the shot, drives, finishes, and he's fouled.
Nice play. That was a skip to the corner and then an immediate skip back to the top of the key. So Cook was going against a closeout and a finish in the paint. Absorbed the contact with his left hand. Nice finish. Good offense from Campbell.
Cook last year averaged better than 11 points a game. His last 9. Poised to have a bigger role, but hasn't quite gotten there yet, averaging about 5 a game this year. In the starting lineup tonight, he's been coming off the bench for the majority of the season. His free throw rims out. Venters fights it away from Butka. But the Bulldogs can't control it, and it will be Fighting Camels basketball. That will not make the coaching staff happy, Mo. Beat on a block out on a free throw.
Yeah, those ones are not fun to watch and film the next day.
And here's Smith trying to go to work. Can't shake free into Chente. Tries again, gets into the paint, flips it up off the glass. Wild shot won't go. Ike rebound. St. Superior now. Into the front court, right sideline. Skips it left side. Venters catches, fires, and hits. Venters rattles home the three. The Bulldogs lead is 7-4.
Good skip pass from St. Superior. Got into the heart of the paint and then skipped it to the trailer.
Pass down low, intended for Butka, stolen away by Ike. Graham brings it into the front court. And, it could have been called for a travel. Still dribbling, brings it into the paint, bounces it for Huff. He reverses, he scores, and he's fouled.
Yeah, he got away with the carry violation up by his eyebrows. Well, I guess he kept the hand on top of it, but nonetheless, it ended up in the Braden Huff bucket with a 3-point opportunity.
Yeah. That's Fields who's whistled for the foul. I thought Cook was the one who got his hand in there, but it'll send Braden to the free throw line nonetheless. Free throw comes up short, and the rebound goes to Campbell. Zags lead at 9-4. Dribbling in the front court is Fields. Fakes the handoff, tries to get up a shot on Huff, can't. Kicks it out, they work it left side. Cook gives it up. Butka trying to go to work on Ike, and he dribbles it out of bounds. And Butka, 9.5 points, 6 rebounds a game for Pepperdine last year. One of multiple transfers playing for Campbell. And their first-year head coach, John Andrzejek. He is a young one, 32 years old. The youngest in Division I basketball. Here's Venters coming off the screen, picks up his dribble, top of the key, spinning around, needs to get it away. He does to Ike. Graham three-point line, underhanded flip to St. Superior. Drives to the baseline, passes in the corner. Another three on the way for Venters. Halfway down, rims out, but Huff there for the rebound, puts it back in. The Bulldogs lead is 7 early. Campbell with the basketball. There's Cook giving it up to right side to Fields. Fields hands it off to Smith. Couple dribbles with the left. Now to Bootke at the three-point line. He hands it off to Gregory. Gregory averaging about 5 points a game. Hands it off for a three. That won't go down. Fields Jr. with the miss. He's shooting just 16% on the season. Zags with another rebound. Here's a pass to the front court. St. Superior to Ventures. Top of the key for Ike. Ike going to work on Bootke. Dribbles to the left side. Low block. Bounces in the paint for Huff. Spins a little right-hander. Up and in from about 8 feet. Difficult finish with the right hand for Braden Huff.
Yeah, beautiful finish.
Braden has 8, and then on the inbound play, Vicente forces DJ Smith into a travel, and it'll be a turnover, Gonzaga basketball. Nice start for the Zags. A little more than 4 minutes in. They already lead it by 9. 13-4 is our score. It'll be Zag ball when we come back from this official timeout. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Marsh McLennan Agency is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga sports. When it comes to insurance, how hard does your team really work for you? At Marsh McLennan Agency, we do the shopping for the right insurance carrier, ensuring you get the right coverage tailored to your needs. Our local experts are dedicated to providing personalized service backed by the resources of Marsh, the global leader in insurance. Visit MMANorthwest.com and get started on finding a better insurance coverage for you. Go Zags!
Steel deals are happening now. From instant savings on select power tools to free battery offers on some of our most popular battery sets, you can enjoy great deals and do it all with Steel batteries. For more details, shop online or in-store at your local Steel dealer. Offer valid for a limited time only on select items of participating dealers while supplies last.
Anyone who works for themselves has the toughest boss on the planet, a real taskmaster with no respect for nights or weekends. Still, it doesn't have to be lonely at the top. Wheatland Bank makes running a business seamless with a careful mix of personal service, deep resources, and the latest tech. After all, you're only human. Unlike that bully whose name's on the door, your 5-star Wheatland Bank. Relationships you can count on.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Nothing is crazier than the kennel.
Oh my goodness! The one-handed dunk, we're tied at 63! What a play by the Bulldogs!
Let's go back courtside. Here's the voice of Gonzaga basketball, Tom Hudson.
Welcome back to the McCarthy Athletic Center. Tom Hudson alongside Adam Morrison as the Bulldogs lead early 13-4 over visiting Campbell. We'll visit Spokane, home of the Gonzaga Bulldogs. This busy city along the roaring Spokane River Gorge has it all. Culinary, beer, wine, entertainment, and outdoor adventure. Whether you already live in the area or you're looking for a vacation, start planning adventures now. Go to visitspokane.com. Live like a Zag. Nice start for the Zags, Smo. Also, it doesn't help that, or hurt, I should say, the Bulldogs. Doesn't help the Camels that they've turned it over 4 times here in the first 4 minutes.
0 assists, 4 turnovers. Not a great start for Campbell.
Free throw line, Ike dribbles once in a little one-hander and knocks that down. Well, the Bulldog Bigs having their way here early. It's a 15-4 Gonzaga lead. 8 for Huff, 4 for Ike. And the 3 from Steel Ventures accounted for the Zags' 15 points. Campbell moves it around the perimeter. There's a little drive off the shot fake, and the runner is good for Cook. St. Superior looking down the floor for Ike. A little bit too high off his fingertips and out of bounds.
Yeah, I like the idea. It's a difficult pass. Trying to throw ahead to get him a layup.
Substitutions coming for the Zags. 4 players off. Braden Huff remains. He'll be joined by Tyon Grant Foster, Adam Miller, Braden Smith, and Jaden Worley. Bootke dribbling to his left. Here is a whistle, and a foul's going against Jalen. I bet you just as easily could have gotten Cook for setting a moving screen there, Mo.
Yeah, I thought there was a 50-50 one. Didn't get the benefit of the doubt being the home team, so.
Well, Cook checks out, yeah. Every once in a while, right? Cook out, Jeremiah Johnson in. There's a drive, a shot fake. Worley gets in the air and then is whistled for his second personal foul.
Yeah, it looked like a travel to me that he shuffled his pivot foot, but good move.
Cam Gregory to the line.
He's the top returning scorer, rebounder, and assist man from last year. Averaging 5.5 points this season. And makes a couple of free throws to cut the lead to 15-8. Braden Smith into the front court. Chance to talk with him earlier this week on the Coach View show. Great to see the smile. We were talking about that three he made in Seattle back in his hometown. Here's a steal. Smith throws the alley-oop, the catch, and the finish. How about Chris Fields Jr. going up high? And good body control there, Mo.
Yeah, beautiful executed 2-on-1 break right there with a slim window to make that pass. We give Campbell credit. They get a steal, and then they execute the 2-on-1 going the other way. Good basketball.
Fields to the free throw line where he's 63% on the season. Converts this one. And a three-point play. A little run here for Campbell has cut the Bulldogs lead to 15-11. Full court pressure coming from the Camels. Smith dribbles it into the front court. Gives it up to Worley between the circles. Galen dribbling to his left. Now back to the right side of the floor. Gives it up on the sideline for Smith. Smith bounces top of the key into the hands of Huff. Picks it up. Finds Grant Foster cutting. And he's going to be called for a travel. And a nice couple of minutes for the Bulldogs. Have not been pretty. 7-0 run for a couple
Turnovers. Campbell with a little 1-2-2 press, three-quarter. I like it.
Smith into the front court. Gives it up to Fields. Now they work to Butka. Low block left side. Couple dribble spins to his right hand this time. Off the back of the rim. Long rebound. Chased down by Worley. He's into the front court with it. Head of steam. Leans into the defender. Goes up and finishes. Worley coast to coast. That ends the 7-0 run. It's 17-11. 6 minutes gone by here at the Kennel. Here's a drive attempt by Fields, poked away by Worley. Fields gets it back, hands it off for Johnson. Johnson gives it up for a three. It's on the way and no good. Butka with the miss. Offensive rebound went to the Camels, and then going to get a foul. It's a tough one on Cam Gregory as he and Grant Foster fought for the rebound. I see that 1-2-2 press again, but first a substitution. Fields is going to check out. Veneer Newton checks in, a transfer from Delaware State, where he started 30 games last year. 6'5", 225-pounder, averages 6.5 points, 4.5 boards a game. Zags break the pressure. Here's Smith on the left sideline in front of the Campbell bench, hands it off to Grant Foster. One-hander out to Worley. Dribbles to the right sideline with it, a little hesitation. Picks up the dribble now on the wing, out to Huff at the three-point line. Braden gives it up to B. Smith. Smith on the drive. Can't get up the shot. Spins around. Now forces one off balance. Wouldn't go down. Rebound goes to DJ Smith. Quickly pushes the pace. Extra pass in the left corner for a three. It is an air ball from Gregory. Ball is loose. Grant Foster trying to save it and throws it out of bounds. Yeah, a lot of yuck on that possession.
Pick up the ball. Come to a 2-foot stop, throw it to your guard. He tried to advance it on a loose ball. You never advance a loose ball. You grab it with two hands. Cardinal rule in basketball.
Inbound to Butka. Right wing backing down Huff. Sweeps across the paint. Air ball. Huff might have gotten a piece of it. Worley comes away. Into the front court with the dribble. Hands it off to Smith at the three-point line on the left side. Between the circles now. Gets a screen from Huff to the right sideline. Out top to Worley. Worley penetrates the left hand. Leaves it for Huff. He leans in and scores. Worley with a bucket and then a nice assist. Pushes the lead back to 8. It's 19-11. Huff already into double figures with 10. Here's a catch down low and a finish for Newton. Off the bench into the scorebooks. Smith quickly brings his Zags the other way. Finds Worley trailing. He gets all the way to the rim. Loses the handle. Got it back, but dribbles it off the baseline. Butterfingers there.
Yeah, just slipped out of his hand. He had an angle on the layup attempt. And
Ike back in. Huff heads to the bench for the first time.
When's the last time you've had a Butterfinger?
Oh, man, I take all of them out of the kids' Halloween bags.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's the only time I eat them.
So Halloween.
And yep. What about you? It's one that seems like it's kind of gone by the wayside.
Yeah, it's gone by the wayside. I think The Simpsons made it popular in the 80s and 90s. Don't lay a finger on my Butterfinger.
There's a drive and a kick. The three almost caromed in off the backboard from Johnson, but the Bulldogs come away with a rebound. Smith into the front court, spins away from the pressure of Smith, picks up his dribble now on the wing, out at the free throw line to Ike. Ike pressured by Newton. Couple of jab steps. Backing him down now, leans in, a whistle and a foul. 11:50 to play first half.
Remember when Eat My Shorts was considered out of bounds? How
far we've come, or how far we've fallen.
Yes.
Right.
My goodness.
Yeah, get a little bit of everything here, folks. Little Bart Simpson. Eat my shorts and Butterfingers. Hey, we've got a timeout here in Spokane. Zags by 6, 11:50 to play here in the first half. Back after this, listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
A lot of college.
Need a boost that actually lasts past breakfast? Garden of Life Vanilla Raw Organic Protein gives you 22 grams of clean, organic, plant-based protein, plus 5 grams of fiber and 0 sugar. That means lasting energy, sustained fullness, and easy digestion. Smooth, delicious, and certified organic, it's the protein that's designed to keep up with everything you do. Power your mornings, fuel your day, and feel the difference with Garden of Life.
You have visions for your home. The Home Depot Home Services wants to help you bring them to life. Our local insured experts are ready to help design and customize a new look for your space. And all work is backed by the Home Depot. For license information, visit homedepot.com/license numbers.
Get your mother-loving ears on because your big-time radio DJ's got news. PayPal lets you choose how you want to pay for all the stuff. With PayPal, I can pay in-store, pay online, or pay over time. What's that? You want this translated into song? I hope you're sitting down. You can pay your own way. You keep those ears on, you hear? Don't just pay, baby. PayPal.
Learn more at PayPal.com. Everybody knows Shaq, but off camera, he's just a regular guy.
People never believe me when I say I'm just like them. I take out the trash, do dishes, and I struggle with moderate obstructive sleep apnea, or OSA. And a lot of adults with obesity also struggle with moderate to severe OSA. You know those scary breathing interruptions during sleep, the loud snoring, choking, and daytime fatigue? I knew I had to talk to my doctor. Don't sleep on the symptoms. Learn more at don'tsleeponosa.com.
This information is provided by Lilly, a medicine company.
Hey, welcome back to the McCarthy Athletic Center. Happy holidays. We move closer to Christmas here. The Bulldogs' first game without the students at the McCarthy Athletic Center. They'll play 3 of them this year over Christmas break. Gonzaga basketball sponsored by Pacific Source with health coverage for individuals, families, employers, and Medicare eligibles. Pacific Source is the local health plan that does what's right, not just what's required. Mo, 6-point lead for the Zags right now. We talked about this Campbell team a little bit, maybe undersized on the front line, but hey, they're playing hard. They're hanging in there on the glass, and they didn't let the Bulldogs get away. It felt like this thing was going to go from 11 to 21 in a snap of a finger and then just be a complete blowout, but they're sticking around here through 8+ minutes.
Yeah, they've switched their defense up. They ran that 1-2-2, gave us a couple turnovers. They finished in transition. So I like when teams do that. I mean, it makes it competitive. It's at least they're trying and playing hard. So you can see why they were in those other big, Power 5 games that they've had scheduled and see, like you talked about in the pregame. A group that believes in themselves and trying to get something going and build some culture, so they're playing hard.
Graham Ike, 77% at the free throw line this season, makes both. He has 6 points now. He and Puff have combined for 16 of the Bulldogs' 21. Full court pressure from Gonzaga for the first time tonight. It's broken with a long pass at the right sideline. Newton dribbles into some trouble, able to get it away, and a steal stripped away by Worley as he took it from Field. Zags run the other way. Smith into the paint, kicks it right side for Miller. 3 won't go down. Grant Foster trying to tip the rebound and control it, but is going to be called for a little body bump on the back. And he's whistled for the personal foul. Grant Foster to the bench and Achente back in. Miller will check out. Venters returns for the Bulldogs. Zags shooting 60% from the field right now. They're 9 out of 15, 5 out of 14 for the visitors from North Carolina. Here's a pass to Smith, gives it back up to Gregory. Gregory gets a screen, dribbles to his right, throws it over the top. Little too high for Fields, had to go and control it instead of lay it in.
Feed down low to Butka. Butka, low block right side. Couple dribbles, gets that left-handed hook up and in over Ike. 21-15 is the score. Ventures picks up his dribble on the right wing. Able to get it out to Inocente. Now to Ike between the circles. Couple dribbles to his right. Finds Smith cutting on the baseline. Gets into the paint. Gets a defender in the air. Good patience. Finishes. And the Bulldogs lead is back to 8.
A nice ball fake right there from Smith. Get that layup off.
Butka facing up on the left wing on Ike. They work it back out top to DJ Smith. Their leading scorer, 19.5 points per game. Smith is yet to score tonight. Zags have clamped down on him. Gives it up to Butka. And now over to Cook, who's back in. Cook drives and finishes. Averaging about 5 points a game. Always had a couple of nice drives. A couple of good takes. He has 6 points. Smith off the Worley screen, dribbles it to the high post on the left side, trying to bounce it to Ike, and it's stolen away by Fields. Fields the other way. Had Smith taken away from him from behind. Tit for tat. Inocente in the front court. Worley, alley-oop. Ike finishes. Zags lead is back to 8.
Good transition basketball, throw it ahead, create the 2-on-1 with the early pass, and then execute it with a nice lob dunk.
Zags have led by as many as 11 points here, 15-4. Gave up a little 7-0 run. Campbell's been hanging around. Zags trying to extend it again, leading by 8. Here's a forced three from Smith, and he hits.
That was a rainbow.
35% three-point shooters, their leading scorer. His first made basket comes with 9.5 to play in the first half. Ike, top of the key, looks to Smith cutting. He bounced it right into the back of one of the Camels and right into the hands of Braden Smith, who lays it in. My goodness. A tough break for the visitors. Pass right off the back of the defender and somehow kicked right into the hands of Smith for an easy layup. Butka drives, spins,
nice move,
and flips it in with the right hand.
Right there. Nice step through, right-handed finish for the lefty. Great take. I'm rooting for Campbell right now. I'm not kidding.
6 points. They're down by 5. Playing well. Ike bounces intended for Steele Venters, and Steele's fouled from behind. Mario and Braden Huff getting ready to check back in for the Zags. And Newton coming in for Campbell. Worley and Smith head to the bench. Enoch Colombe checks in. He's a transfer from Western Kentucky. First time we've seen him tonight. Zags inbound in the far corner to Ventures, dribbling away from pressure. Gets it down low to Huff, spins to the baseline, rattles one home, gets the whistle, and will head to the free throw line. Huff at 10 early, gets up off the bench, returns, and gets right back to work. Steps to the free throw line for a three-point opportunity.
6-6 from the field, obviously perfect. He's only played 8 minutes, so great rhythm tonight. You knew that it was going to be one of our advantages, and most of the time it is, but especially size-wise, as Campbell does not have a lot of muscle and strength in the front court area.
Braden gets that free throw, 30-22. Bulldogs on top. Perfect from the field, 1 of 2 from the line. Smith dribbles to his right. Holiday sets a screen for him. He'll step back and fire another 3. That one's off the front of the iron. Long rebound is chased down by Smith. Smith picks up his dribble, almost throws it to the GU bench. They must keep control. Butka been out there for a long time trying to drive on Huff, spins into a double team, able to bounce pass to one of his teammates, and the Bulldogs knock it out of bounds. Boy, Newton was cutting. Butka did all the work, Mo. Couldn't quite finish. Zags lead is 8:15 to play first half. There's that press again from the Camels. Zags break it. Huff in the front court to Ventures. Looks to Ike. Catches. Gets around the defender. Should be called for an offensive foul. Oh, a travel. I think he could have gotten either. He used the elbow to hook.
Well, Campbell with this little press, man, it's not creating turnovers, but it's slowing us down and making us, run through different scenarios than we normally would offensively. And again, I can't praise it enough. I like when coaches in inferior teams, and it's not a knock, but personnel-wise, try things like that. Make you think, make you move.
Jeremiah Johnson in the front court bounces it, and it's a turnover. Innocente forces Columbay to lose the ball out of bounds. A turnover on the Campbells brings us to an official timeout. 7:54 to play first half. Campbell is hanging around 30-22 is our score. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
At Papa Murphy's, we hand make delicious pizza from scratch every day so that you can bake it to perfection in your oven just the way you like it. Introducing Stuffed Mondays. Every Monday, get any large stuffed pizza for only $16.99. That's over 4 pounds of pizza, fresh from your oven. Enough to feed the whole family. Papa Murphy's Stuffed Mondays. They make great pizza so you can make the pizza great. Offer available in store only. Call ahead to order.
Look, I'm not going to tell you you have to have a Camus Rewards card when you come to Northern Quest. You don't. You don't have to earn points on every dollar you spend here or enjoy prize entries, dining discounts, pre-sale concert tickets, and so on. Heck, you don't even have to receive free cash money for doing what you already do here. After all, free country, right? Camus Rewards for all the ways you play.
At Western National Insurance, NICE is a little word that does big things for everyone. NICE is a helping hand when you need it most, and the peace of mind that comes from knowing you can trust the person on the other end of the call. For more than a century, we've been protecting individuals, families, and businesses with NICE as our foundation. Experience the power of NICE for yourself. Ask your independent insurance agent for Western National.
Zags basketball lives here on the Gonzaga Sports Network from Learfield. Let's go back courtside. Now, alongside first-team All-American Adam Morrison, here's the voice of Gonzaga basketball, Tom Hudson.
Holiday tunes you're playing. The Zags lead by 8. 7:54 to play in the first half. 30-22 is our score. Tonight's game is sponsored by Bank of America. At tonight's game, Bank of America is proud to present a $57,500 check Neighborhood Builder Award grant to Northeast Community Center to support vital programs for youth and families in Northeast Spokane. Together, we're building stronger communities. Bulldogs on top here at 13 of 19 shots. Braden Huff has 13. Granuke with 8. The Bigs, just like they did against UCLA, dominating the first half offensively for the Bulldogs. Well, it's kind of a strange feeling, right? It's not often that you're shooting 68% from the field, and it doesn't quite feel in sync, but that's where the Bulldogs seem to be right now.
Yeah, I mean, Campbell's done a good job of kind of mucking the game up a little bit here the last few minutes, few possessions. So credit to them. They're not playing bad themselves. 9-19, 47%.
And right after a 5 for 14 start, so they started to settle in here a little bit. And Chente between the circles, left side pass, St. Superior. Bouncing for Huff. Double comes. Braden kicks it out to Chente. Extra pass, Ventures. Looking for Ike. It's not there. Picks up the dribble. Free throw line pass, Huff. Huff finds Ike. Ike lays it in. Great ball movement by the Zags. Leads to an Ike bucket. Give him 10. Lead back up to double digits. The biggest has been 11 for the Bulldogs at 15-4. Campbell works it to Budka in the corner on the far side. Fires a long jumper. Almost got Moa Gummy Bear. There you go. Came up short. And Superi with the rebound. To Huff between the circles. Left side into Chente. Comes to the top of the key with it. Passes back Ventures. Ventures quick look down low. Huff catches, fires, and scores 2 more. 15 first half points for Braden Huff.
7 for 7. Perfect.
Lead is 12. Biggest it's been all night. Here's Fields trying to back Huff down across the paint, bobbled. Venters knocked it away from him. St. Superi comes away with it 2-on-1. Mario on the run will take it himself, lay it off the glass and in. Timeout. Campbell. And the steal from Venters leads to the Mario lay-in.
The steal from Steele.
You missed it. From Steele, I did. And I also missed. We have to give Barry Henderson, our sports information director, credit for this one. We're playing the Camels on Hump Day. I didn't know how to work it in. I've got to give him credit, right? Because he's the one who said it.
I was going to go with the more morbid comment. Every time you say Camels, I want a cigarette, but I left it hanging, but you brought it up, so.
The
family show.
The difference between that conversation and me telling my kids driving home from school today, it's Campbell like the soup.
Not Joe Campbell?
Not Joe Campbell.
Oh, man.
Oh, Zags lead by 14. Gonzaga has scored 9 straight points over the last couple of minutes. It was a 27-22 game at the 9-minute mark. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. And the Bulldogs have opened this thing up a little bit. And pressure from the Zags. There's a trap, able to get it away to Smith. Dribbles into the front court. Hop step between a couple defenders. Passes left side for Cook. Cook fakes a 3, drives, reverses, and scores. Boy, he's had some great finishes.
His third drive and finish. Good play.
That ends the 9-0 run for the Bulldogs. Ike, top of the key. Driving on Budka, lays it up a little too strong, fights for the rebound, gets it back, goes up for the shot, and he's fouled by Fields.
That looks not pretty.
No.
I think people listening think that you were just able to hear that call. It was not a pretty sequence visually right there.
Ike to the free throw line. Graham has 10, Huff with 15. First one is good. 6:11 to play first half. Graham ready for a second. Mike Graham found a royal blue headband.
Yeah, it's matches absolutely perfectly.
Lead back to 14. That's the biggest of the night. Cook holds on the far sideline. He has 8 points tonight, first half. Already surpassed the season average of 5. Looking for more as they find him down low, but he can't get up a shot on St. Superior. 10 seconds to shooter. Smith on the drives. He gets around Miller. High floater over Ike. Won't go down. Ball is batted around. The putback is no good. Fields with the miss. The Zags finally secure the rebound. Miller back on the floor into the front court with it. Dribbles to the right elbow. Finds Huff trailing. Braden drives. Gets all the way to the rim and scores 2 more. He's perfect from the field. We give him 17 points on 8 of 8 shooting, and the Bulldogs have their biggest lead of the night. 5.5 to play here in the first half. Zags looking for some separation here. There's a drive by Cook. He passes it for Fields. Fields bobbles it and then is fouled by St. Superior, who came over to try to steal it away. And Fields thought that Cook was going to go up for a shot. He was crashing the glass for a rebound. It looked like Mullen wasn't quite ready for that pass.
No, it was a
nice move.
Yeah, it was a nice move, but the angle on the pass wasn't there. Campbell's lucky they retained possession.
Smith to inbound. Their leading scorer still has just 3 points in the game. He averages almost 20 a contest. Here's a pass into Cook. Cook loses it in the back court, and that's going to be a turnover. By Miller with pressure on Cook. Cook dribbled it off his knee and into the backcourt. Since Ace didn't touch it, that's a turnover. Campbell struggling with 10 first half miscues. Huff, top of the key. Left side pass for Grant Foster. Time, little crossover. Drives, kicks it right side. St. Superior catches and fires. The 3 is off the side of the iron. Ike rebounds, power dribble, leaves for Huff, who lays it in. 2 more for Braden Huff, who has 19 in the first half.
9 for 9.
Zags lead continues to grow here as we go under 5 minutes in the first half. Budka picks up his dribble. Passes out top to Fields. Fields gives it up left side. Smith fires a 3. He misses, but is fouled by Miller and will shoot 3 free throws.
I bet you if we saw Braden Huff's shot chart, it'd be like 2 feet and in. I mean, obviously 9 for 9. It's not hating on it, but it's literally like layup. Obviously good moves. No, he had a baseline jump hook earlier, so 8 of the 9 makes are layups that you teach your 4th graders. Go off 2, hit the corner of the square. I've been asked this question before, and it's really curious to think as
Smith makes second of the third free throws for Campbell. Could you think you can make 100 layups in a row? It's harder than you think.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like just any way you want to take them. 100 standing there or driving in, 100 in a row.
Yeah.
I think I'd be nervous on it.
Yeah, you would.
You know what I mean? Because it just takes one little pop out or you hit the rim, the angle wrong. But always wonder that.
Yeah, that's good.
Right?
That's a good one. Yeah.
So you're like 20 in a row you can do with your eyes closed. But, all right, you get tired. Okay, do you have to shoot them consecutively?
Yeah.
But
third free throw is good as well. Right, you get to 81 and
that's
you
what
start
I'm
to
saying. Think about it exactly.
Long pass the floor, St. Superior to EK. Graham
just missed a layup.
Yep. Here's a three from the left corner. Hits the side of the backboard. Nowhere close for Jeremiah Johnson. EK, long pass in the front court for Grant Foster. Pulls his way into the paint, leans in, rattles around, pops out, gets the rebound, put back, also no good. And the long rebound's chased down by Cook. He's on the fly, 1-on-3, all the way to the rim. EK denies him right off the glass, but a spinning finish by Jeremiah Johnson, who scoops it up and scores. Huff left open, shoots a three, and drains it. That's not a layup, a three-pointer for Braden. Second straight game. He's made one from long range. 22 first-half points for the redshirt junior. It's 45-29 Zags.
Perfect from the field, 10 for 10.
Here's a drive and a shot off the side of the backboard, but a foul whistled against the Bulldogs. Braden Huff put on his show. He hasn't missed a shot. 22 in the first half, just 2 off of his season high of 24, and close it in quickly on his career best of 26 points. Zags lead at 45-29. Back to the final 3:36 of the first half. After this, you're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
What? You've got a big day, so you use Unstoppable Scent Boosters to give your laundry nonstop freshness. So no matter how long the day goes, you
can't stop this power, this walk, this pose, this strut, this look, this talk.
Your clothes will be so fresh you can confidently strut into that end of the day meeting like a
boss, 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 bosses. Let's talk business in my office.
Add new Unstoppable beads to your wash for 24-hour nonstop freshness so you can smell unstoppable.
Get your mother-loving ears on because your big-time radio DJ's got news. PayPal lets you choose how you want to pay for all the stuff. With PayPal, I can pay in-store, pay online, or pay over time. What's that? You want this translated into song? I hope you're sitting down. You can pay your own way. You keep those ears on, you hear? Don't just pay, baby. PayPal.
Learn more at paypal.com.
And now, Superhuman Shaq.
I keep telling them not to say that. I'm no superhuman. Believe it or not, I struggle with moderate obstructive sleep apnea, or OSA. In adults with obesity, moderate to severe OSA is a condition where breathing is interrupted during sleep with loud snoring, choking, gasping for air, and even daytime fatigue. Let's just say it can sound a lot like this. Sound familiar? Learn more at don'tsleeponosa.com.
This information is provided by Lilly, a medicine company.
Welcome back to the McCarthy Athletic Center. Tom Hudson, Adam Morrison with you as the Bulldogs have a 45-29 lead over Campbell, 3:36 to play. And how about that guy, Mo? He's holding his baby in his left hand and then hit a one-handed putt onto the putting green.
Did it?
Yeah.
Good for him.
Holding his baby.
I should give him 2 free rounds instead of 1.
I agree. We'll have to
give him a lifetime membership. What are we talking about? Just lifetime. The country club. That'd be awesome.
That would be. But Bud Light is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Athletics. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. It's been an easy night for Braden Huff. Mo, how about him? He's played 13 minutes. He scored 22 points. You mentioned perfect from the field. Zags is a group shooting 63% from the field. They're 19 out of 30.
Yeah, he's rolling, obviously. He's playing really solid. Knocked down a 3, like you mentioned. He hit one in Seattle, so it's a welcoming sign if he can be 33% from 3 from here on out. Just stretches the floor in totality for all of us.
Yeah, going into the UCLA game was at 16.7%.
Which is kind of surprising of how
much touch he has and skill. Doesn't take a ton of them, but if he can get to the 30s on a little bit of volume, it just defensively it helps us obviously not be able to get schemed so much. Guys have to really honor that shot.
How about Jeremiah Johnson, 84% free throw shooter, shot 88% last year, missed both of them here. There's Graham Ike, I think getting away with a travel and draws a foul on Butka. Graham's going to shoot a couple more free throws. 4 for 4 tonight. Also has 7 rebounds to go along with his 12 points. Well, Coach, we and I were talking about earlier this week on the coaches show, just how hard Graham's been playing. And I mean, you just look at his career here at Gonzaga. Yeah, I've mentioned it before, following Drew was so popular and obviously delivered time and time again and big shoes to fill. And maybe at times, right, he's not quite as flashy, maybe.
No.
But my goodness, I mean, just the numbers he's posted have been ridiculous.
Yeah, if you just go back and look at the efficiency and then the rim protection that he provides, it's like you couldn't ask for a better quote-unquote replacement for one of the all-time Zags.
Zags push the lead to 18, starting to open it up here late in the first half. There's Cook on the left side, bounces it down low. Fields going to work on Huff. Dribbles underneath the basket, steps on the baseline. Another turnover on Campbell. That's one thing, Mo, that you cannot do. No. Playing the 7th-ranked team in the country, 11 first-half turnovers, not going to get it done. Braden Smith across half court, met by Smith. Gives it up right side. Grant Foster out between the circles and Huff. Left side, Smith 30 feet from the basket to Ike, top of the key. Ike bounces it for Inocente. Full head of steam, challenged the rim and misses the layup. Rebound goes to Gregory. He's quickly into the front court himself. Little crossover on Huff. Drive, scoops it, misses. Butka with the offensive rebound. He'll try. Ike denies him. Another block for Graham, who brings the ball up the floor. Picks up his dribble. Finds Grant Foster. Spins. Shoots way too hard off the glass. Rebound, Camels. Here comes Cook into the front court. Looking for his 9th and 10th points of the game. And has his shot rejected. Boy, Mo, I'd question, clean up top, but... Ryan got a whole lot of body after the block. Huff and Grant Foster were both there.
Yeah, they drilled him on the way down. So if you're Campbell, you have a legitimate gripe.
Zags lead is 18, 2:23 to play. Inbound to Butka on the right wing. Hands it back to Smith, the inbounder. Smith wraps a pass over his head to Fields, who finds Butka. Butka lays it in. 47-31, Zags on top. Smith in the near corner. Grant Foster skips it right sideline. Inocente. It's a screen from Ike. Bounces back to Graham on the right wing. Fires down low. Huff catches, finishes. Still hasn't missed. 24 first half points for Braden Huff.
11 for 11.
49-31. Butka passes out top for Fields. Left side, it's Smith. Tries to split a couple of blue shirts. He can't. It's another turnover. Smith has it. Smith gets it in Inocente, and he gets the job done. The one-handed throwdown on the break. The lead is 20, and another timeout is coming for Campbell. All Zags here over these last 5 or 6 minutes. Jalen Worley is going to check in when we come back from this timeout. It's a full timeout. Why don't we take this one with the Camels, who trail by 20. 1:32 to play in the half. We're back after this. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog Basketball from Learfield.
Living a healthy, happy life is built on a foundation of good habits, wholesome foods, plenty of sleep, regular exercise, and for women, a breast cancer risk assessment by age 25, and annual screening mammograms beginning at 40. Our convenient Spokane area locations make scheduling your mammogram easy. Schedule your exam today. Call 509-455-4455 or visit www.inlandimaging.com/appointments.
A true teammate takes on every day with a winner's attitude, gets up when they fall down, and leaves it all on the field. There's a group of teammates who do all these things every single day. But they're more than your typical athlete. They're kids facing unthinkable medical circumstances. Team Impact matches children facing serious illness and disability with college sports teams, creating a long-term, life-changing experience for everyone involved. Join us in the movement to get all kids in the game. Visit teamimpact.org to learn more. Team Impact. All in, all together.
We're back. 1:32 to play. First half. Zags lead it by 20 over visiting Campbell. Gonzaga looking to go to 11-1 on the season. 51-31 is the score. Campbell to inbound. And here comes DJ Smith. Bounces it in the front court. 3-point line left side for Fields. Out top for Butka. Butka, a couple left-hand dribbles, hands it off. Here's a drive, a kick back out. A three is on the way and good. That one's all net for Jeremiah Johnson. Bulldogs lead is 51-34. Zags turn it over. Smith comes away with the basketball. He's up the left sideline. Gives it up to Butka on the left baseline. Passes back out. Briefly with it was Gregory. Now gets it back to Butka, who gets
nice.
EK in the air and then scores. Good shot fake.
Yeah, it's a great shot fake. And
then we've got a foul called. Smith trying to jump in front of Braden Smith and draw a foul. And instead is called for the block. And with that being 18 fouls on Campbell, that'll send Braden Smith to the free throw line. And if you are the Campbell coaching staff, you're not happy with that. You've scored a couple of buckets, just got one off a turnover. Don't need that.
They got bailed out, though. It could have been a charging violation as well.
Smith makes the first, and we'll shoot one more.
It's one of those where the inbounders got to be the eyes for the guy receiving the inbounds pass on a fast break opportunity, taking the ball out after a score. That's what Coach Few said to Braden Huff right away. It's like, you're the one throwing it to him. Braden Smith can't see behind him, so you throwing it right into a charge. It should have been a charge.
53-36. The 71% free throw shooter makes them both. Campbell with the basketball. Right side at Smith in front of the Jew bench. Fakes the three, gets Innocente in the air. Dribbles into a fadeaway jumper off the rim over the backboard. It'll be Gonzaga basketball. 53-36 is our score. Graham Ike has tied his career high for assists here in the first half. About this half Braden Huff is having his tied his season high in the first 20 minutes. About 2 seconds different, shot clock to game clock. Zags will take their time. Smith will dribble it down just inside a half court. Shot clock hits 10. Smith dribbles to his left, bounces it for Huff. Huff across the paint, right-handed shot up and in. Still perfect for Braden Huff, who ties his career high in the first half. He's made all 12 of his field goal attempts as that desperation heave is off the mark, and the Bulldogs will take a 55-36 lead into the locker room. How about that first 20 minutes for Braden Huff?
Yeah, it's the all-time record. I think the all-time record was 10 for 10 for Ben Gregg in a complete game, but in a half for sure, 12 for 12 for Braden Huff. Terrific first half, 26 points.
Bulldogs lead by 19 at the break. Mo and I are going to step aside. Luke Howlett standing by in our Learfield, North Carolina studios. He's got some halftime highlights. I'm sure Braden will be included there. Also a scoreboard for you. We'll be back in a few minutes with some first half stats as well. Again, it's Zags 55, Camels 36. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Today's students are smart, savvy, and heading towards a future filled with possibilities.
education is the light that can help guide them on their path to fulfilling their dreams. That's why Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. With every lottery game you play in the pursuit of making your dreams a reality, you're supporting the next generation of game changers who are using education as the way to reach theirs. Thanks for playing, Washington.
Spokane International Airport is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Athletics. The airport connects Zags fans and alums with over 60 daily departures to more than 20 nonstop destinations provided by 7 major airlines, as well as one-stop connections to most major metropolitan centers throughout the U.S. Real-time arrival and flight departure information is available at SpokaneAirports.net. Spokane International Airport, when it's time to fly.
On the Gonzaga Sports Network from Learfield, welcome to the Numerica Credit Union Halftime Show. Numerica Credit Union, life moves, live well. Federally insured by NCUA. We'll bring you stats and analysis from the first 20 minutes, as well as a look at scores from around the nation. Now we head back inside the Learfield Network studios.
55-36, the Gonzaga Bulldog lead over Campbell at the break. Luke Hallett with you inside the Learfield Network studios as we take a listen to the highlights from the opening 20 minutes of play. Gonzaga got off to a fast start. Campbell was able to battle back a little bit, but Gonzaga again put their foot on the accelerator. Brayton Smith getting the layup, making it 23-17.
Couple dribbles to his right, finds Smith cutting on the baseline, gets into the paint, gets a defender in the air. Good patience, finishes, and the Bulldogs lead us back to 8.
Nice ball fake right there from Smith. Get that layup off.
You cannot tell the story of the first half without talking about Braden Huff. 26 points on 12 of 12 shooting. Huff getting the and one, hooping the harm, making it a 7-point Zag lead.
Gets down low to Huff, spins to the baseline, rattles one home, gets the whistle, and will head to the free throw line. Huff at 10 early, gets up off the bench, returns, and gets right back to work. Steps to the free throw line for a 3-point opportunity.
Huff was just getting started. Again, 12 of 12 is the most shot attempts and most makes in a half for Huff. Huff will get the three-pointer, stretching the floor, making it 45-29.
Huff left open, shoots a 3, and drains it. That's not a layup, a 3-pointer for Braden. Second straight game he's made one from long range. 22 first-half points for the redshirt junior. It's 45-29 Zags.
Perfect from the field, 10 for 10.
And he would keep it going, 12 of 12, as we said, making it 55-36, our halftime score.
Across the paint, right-handed shot, up and in. Still perfect for Braden Huff, who ties his career high in the first half. He's made all 12 of his field goal attempts as that desperation heave is off the mark. And the Bulldogs will take a 55-36 lead into the locker room.
Big lead for the Zags at the break of 19, 55-36, as they have the lead over the Fighting Camels of Campbell University. We step aside, scores in the WCC in the top 25 on your way next. Gonzaga up 19. This is Gonzaga basketball from Learfield.
Zag fans, whether you're fueling up before tip-off or celebrating the win after the game, Anthony's at Spokane Falls is your spot. Just minutes from the kennel, you'll find Northwest hospitality at its best. Wild seafood, local beer and wine, and stunning views of Spokane Falls. So gather your crew, bring your Zag spirit, and make Anthony's at Spokane Falls part of your game day tradition. Get your reservation at anthonys.com.
Support Gonzaga basketball through NIL. Zags Collective is the leading NIL collective supporting Zags student athletes through name, image, and likeness. Zags Collective creates opportunities for student athletes to engage with the community and grow their brand. Plus, you get access to autograph sessions, exclusive events, and more. Become a member today. Go to ZagsNILCollective.com and get started.
Living a healthy, happy life is built on a foundation of good habits, wholesome foods, plenty of sleep, regular exercise, and for women, a breast cancer risk assessment by age 25, and annual screening mammograms beginning at 40. Our convenient Spokane area locations make scheduling your mammogram easy. Schedule your exam today. Call 509-455-4455 or visit www.inlandimaging.com/appointments.
Time for a check of the scores around the WCC and around the nation. Let's go to the network studios.
19-point advantage for Gonzaga at the halftime rest, 55-36. We tell it again with you inside the Learfield Network studios. Let's start the WCC and bring us the top 25 scores to follow. All tied at halftime between Seattle U and UC Davis. Redhawks are on the schedule in the new year, the 2nd of January for Gonzaga. Right now, Seattle U 8-2 on the season. North Texas is a 4-point lead at Santa Clara, 33-29. Losers of 2 straight. Santa Clara trying to shake off those last couple of losses, trailing by 4, though, at the halftime break. Sam Houston has a 6-point lead at Gill Coliseum over Oregon State, 24-18. Still 8:40 to play. First half in that contest. A lot of ball game to be played at Gill Coliseum. Coming up in just a matter of moments, top of the hour, Washington State and Eastern Washington will go toe-to-toe. Those teams have played many a time, of course, over the years. Cougs is 3-8 so far this year. Eagles 2-8. Also at 7 o'clock, Loyola Chicago and San Francisco will go head-to-head at the Chase Center. And then coming up at 8 o'clock, Portland 7-4 taking on the Oregon Ducks. Portland on the schedule in conference play. Oregon on the schedule next for Gonzaga. As for the top 25, 23rd ranked Florida demolished St. Francis today, 102-61. And 13th ranked Vanderbilt, well, it took overtime, but the Commodores get it done.
Works against Bradshaw, trying to split defenders. Hangs onto the ball, puts up a shot, and rolls. Good! And one!
Wow. Holy smokes. That just hung there.
Stayed on that rim forever. Fell in there for Duke Miles.
That's Kevin Ingram and company from Learfield on the call. Vanderbilt led by 6 at halftime. Memphis took a second-half lead. Back and forth they went. It took overtime, but Vanderbilt won by 7, 77-70 in dramatic fashion over the Memphis Tigers. Duke Miles pacing all scores with 22 points to go with 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and 6 steals in the win as Vanderbilt maintains their perfect record at 11-0. With a 77-70 win over the Memphis Tigers. One other game in the top 25 in progress. That's 16th ranked Alabama and unranked South Florida. Crimson Tide were getting all they could handle from South Florida early, but pulling away in the later stages of the second half, leading 84-71. 6.5 minutes to play at Coleman Coliseum. The Crimson Tide 7-3. One of those losses to Gonzaga. That was 95-85 when the Zags picked up the win there. That South Florida team 6-4 on the season. Preseason predicted to finish second in the American, but right now, lead of 2 touchdowns, 14 for Alabama, now 85-71. Gonzaga with a 19-point lead at halftime. Before we go any farther, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Gonzaga basketball from Learfield.
Your home for Gonzaga basketball. KFOO 96.1 FM Opportunity, an iHeart radio station.
We will send you back to the kennel in just a moment with a 55-36 lead for Gonzaga. This is Gonzaga basketball from Learfield.
Every year, the crowds go crazy for the Cal Triple Player Day, where you can get tricked out cool trucks or sporty SUVs just in time for winter. And this week, you'll get to delay all payments until next year. Get a minimum $2,000 trade-in value for your old ride, plus get a 2-year service maintenance program with every vehicle sold, which is a triple play opportunity this week at both Cal locations.
Guys, thanks for helping me carry my Christmas tree.
Zoe, this thing weighs a ton.
Drewski, live with your legs, man.
Santa! Did you get my letter?
He's talking to you, Bridges.
I'm not that.
Of course he did. Right, Santa?
You know, my elf Drewski here, he handles the nice list.
An elf? I'm 6'3". What everyone wants is iPhone 17. And at T-Mobile, you can get it on them. That center stage front camera is amazing for group selfies, right, Mrs. Claus?
I'm Mrs. Claus's much younger sister. And at T-Mobile, there's no trade-in needed when you switch, so you can keep your old phone.
Or give it as a gift.
And the best part, you can make the switch to T-Mobile from your phone in just 15 minutes.
Guys, my side of the tree is slipping.
Timber!
The holidays are better at T-Mobile. Switch in just 15 minutes and get iPhone 17 on us with no trade-in needed.
With 24 monthly bill credits for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off earlier. Cancel finance agreement. 256 gigs, $830. Eligible port in a new line. $100 plus a month plan with auto pay plus taxes and fees required. Check out in 15 minutes or less per line. Visit T-Mobile.com.
We're back to the McCarthy Athletics Center where the Zags have a 19-point halftime lead over visiting Campbell. Ag West's Farm Credit is a financial cooperative that provides financing, crop insurance, and related services to farmers and ranchers across the West. From small family businesses to large operations, Ag West brings the experience and financial know-how to help you grow your best future. We take a look at our first half statistics, and as was the case in Seattle on Saturday, it's the Bulldog Bigs
that are the story of the basketball game. Braden Huff did not miss a field goal attempt. 12 out of 12, 26 first half points. Graham Ike went 4 for 7, but he was perfect to the free throw line, 6 for 6. They have 40 of the Bulldogs' 55 points. Keep beating the bigs, and Campbell, actually, Mo was representing themselves kind of well. I think that looked like a pretty good basketball team, but just no answer for the bigs inside.
Yeah, it's just size discrepancy, athletic discrepancy inside. But, to Campbell's credit, they're trying to run stuff. They're playing hard, but just too much inside, especially from Braden Huff, obviously 12 for 12, like you mentioned, 26 points.
Ties his career high in the first half in 16 and a half minutes of play. 6 points for Braden Smith in the first half. Steel Venters knocked down a 3. Inocente, St. Superi, and Worley with 2 apiece. The Bullies hit 22 of 35 field goal attempts, 63% for the Zags, who score 40 points in the paint in the first 20 minutes. Meanwhile, for Campbell, the leading scorer is Butka, who had a nice first half. He finished with 10 points on 5 of 10 shooting from the field. Tassels Cook had 8 points. He was 4 of 6 shooting the basketball. The Camels 14 out of 33 from the field for 42.4%. They were 2 out of 10 shooting threes, 6 out of 9 at the free throw line. Meanwhile, the Bulldogs have made 9 of 10 free throw attempts, plus 3 on the glass for the Bulldogs. Mo, really one of the big stories, too. I mean, obviously, we talk about the size of the Bulldogs, but 12 turnovers by Campbell in the first half led to 18 of those points.
Yeah, you can't turn the ball over against a top 10 team, a team that's obviously really efficient offensively, just creates so much easy opportunities. We have 16 fast break points, 18 points off turnovers, like you mentioned, and then the 40 to 22 points in the paint just makes it really difficult to guard.
Now, the Bulldogs shoot 63% from the field, led by Braden Huff's perfect 12 of 12 effort in the first 20 minutes of play. 2 ties in the first half. Bulldogs never trailed. They led for 18 minutes and 20 seconds. Second half action coming your way from the McCarthy Athletic Center right after this. Again, it's Zags 55, Campbell 36. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from their field.
What? If a Lenovo gaming computer is on your holiday list, don't shop around. Just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com. It's your last chance to score exclusive deals on the gaming PCs you want, like the Lenovo Legion Tower 5 Gen 10 gaming desktop and Lenovo Lock gaming laptop. So avoid all that shopping chaos and price comparing, and just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com, where PCs are up to 35% off. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. Everybody knows Shaq, but off camera, he's just a regular guy.
People never believe me when I say I'm just like them. I take out the trash, do dishes, and I struggle with moderate obstructive sleep apnea, or OSA. And a lot of adults with obesity also struggle with moderate to severe OSA. You know those scary breathing interruptions during sleep, the loud snoring, choking, and daytime fatigue? I knew I had to talk to my doctor. Don't sleep on the symptoms. Learn more at don'tsleeponosa.com.
This information is provided by Lilly, a medicine company.
Get your mother-loving ears on, because your big-time radio DJ's got news. PayPal lets you choose how you want to pay for all the stuff. With PayPal, I can pay in-store, pay online, or pay over time. What's that? You want this translated into song? I hope you're sitting down. You can pay your own way. You keep those ears on, you hear? Don't just pay, baby. PayPal.
Learn more at paypal.com.
Free.
Ready for the second half here at the McCarthy Athletic Center. 20 minutes left in the 2025 portion of the schedule for the Bulldogs at home. Mo, what do you want to see out of the Zags here to clean this thing up, wrap it up, and head to Portland to play Oregon on Sunday?
I think just keep feeding the 2 big lefties inside. Graham Ike with 14. Braden Huff, you mentioned the 26. Just keep throwing it inside and play off of them.
We're talking about throwing it inside. Graham Ike has 5 assists, that ties his career high. He also had 5 in the win over UCLA. He was named the WCC Player of the Week. Yeah.
Jokic.
Yeah. And that's a part of his game that's improved.
Yes, and that it's not even trying to be funny. There was times, when he struggled against double teams, or he saw, guys too late. And then, sounds funny, but making those high-low passes require a certain amount of touch. I was always taught to shoot the pass, right? And so you got to throw it at a certain angle, throw your guy open, matters too in basketball. So he's definitely improved that. And it just creates so much chemistry inside too when you know that, a guy has a 6-footer, but you might have a 2-footer and he's unselfish enough to give it up to you. It becomes, what's the word, contagious, right? And everybody starts sharing the basketball.
The Bulldogs wearing their throwback royal blue uniforms. They won in the late 90s, made that run to the Elite Eight. So open the second half. Campbell will have the basketball. Both teams, their starters out there to open the second half. Smith coming off a couple of screens, shoots a three. It's off the mark. Ike takes the rebound away from Budka. Out to St. Superior. His pass is deflected and stolen. Here come the Campbells the other way. That shot is challenged by Ike. The miss for Cook, but Campbell chases down the loose ball. Here's Smith with the drive. Kicks it out for a three. It's off the side of the rim. Fields with the miss this time around.
Slingshot.
Oh, and here's a steal. Ike looking for St. Superior. It's Smith who comes away with the steal and the easy lay-in. You may have heard the groan from Coach Few right in front of us. Not happy with that lazy pass.
You could see it coming from a mile away. It was like,
Smith now with 8 points in the game. St. Superior throws over the top. Huff catches, couple of shot fakes and scores two more. New career high for Braden Huff. Give him 28. It's 57-38.
I keep saying perfect from the field,
Yes.
13-13. Wow.
Budka. Left side pass. Smith in front of his own bench. Pass back out top. Fields has it there. Dribbles it once. Hands it off to Gregory. To Budka, three-point line. Drives. Cut off. Kicks it back out. Cook fakes the shot. Drives and has it knocked away from behind. I think Steele Venters poked it away. 3 seconds to shoot. Fields is going to check out. Newton is back in. Throwing to Budka. 2 seconds to shoot. Gives it back to Smith. Fires a three as the shot clock expires. Halfway down, pops out. Budka flies and grabs a rebound. Shot up and in. A foul on Ike. How about that hustle from the big kid, Budka?
Budka's having a good game so far. He's got, 12 points, chance to get 13. 6 of 11's had some great inside moves against a much bigger Graham Ike. Very fundamental. We liked him at Pepperdine, right?
Yeah, he's a player at Pepperdine. Averaged almost 10 a game.
Yeah, he was solid there. So he's averaging, 16 and a half for this club. And good, solid, fundamental basketball player. It was a great hustle, like you mentioned. And not great on that free throw.
On the free throw attempt. Oh, goodness. 53% from the line.
That makes sense, seeing that result.
Yes, it does. Here's a bounce pass from Inocente to Huff, and Braden misses for the first time tonight. A little bit too strong. Smith dribbles behind his back, can't shake free of Venters, though. Now, drive across the paint, find Budka underneath. He lays it up and in. Back-to-back Budka buckets. The Bulldogs lead is 15.
Say that 2 times
fast. Right. I think that's the last time that's coming out of their mouth. PK looking down low. It's caught by Huff, but he's fouled before the shot. Newton just hanging on for dear life. If I would have had time to think, Mo, I would not have even attempted that one.
We mentioned the Camels, and I mentioned cigarettes. Every time you say Newton, I think of a fig. I can't help myself, man. These are just on a platter. They're so bad that they're so good.
Yep, that's one of the sneaky ones. Yep, you need a whole pack of those things.
Oh, man, a strawberry? Are you kidding me? Like, those are the ones that you could eat a whole pack, and you're like, you look at the sugar content and the carbohydrates, you're like, oops, these are healthy. It's like, well, they're not.
Sure they are. So Campbell is going to challenge the play that the basketball was touched by Cam Gregory. Gregory was very adamant in the fact that he did not touch the basketball. So they're going to use their challenge, which means they call a timeout. And the officials will take a look at it. So we're going to keep it here. It does not become the coach's timeout. They actually just get to take this challenge, and we'll see. Again, if they win the challenge, they get one more, and they get to save the timeout. If they lose the challenge, this will be considered one of their timeouts. Well, Zag fans, it's back. Catch the Mark View Radio Show on Mondays at noon on 590 KQNT and Alt 96.1. Hear from the coach throughout the season. Get inside information, analysis, and reaction straight from Coach View. It's the Mark View Show Mondays at noon on the Gonzaga Sports Network from Learfield. Had a chance to visit with Braden Smith on Monday, and another great kid that the Zags have recruited to Spokane, Mo. And just, it was so much fun. Like, I love seeing when he made that 3 and 10, just watching him come out in Seattle and see the smile on his face, being a Seattle kid. And then he made that shot in just the smile, just the genuine joy.
Yeah.
A lot of times, you're 20, 21, 22 years old, you're too cool for the thing, right? Yep. He was so excited to play at home, I think, and so excited to obviously knock down that shot, but really, really cool.
It's so much pressure, and I don't think, certain fans don't understand, you grow up in Seattle, or whether you're Spokane, I dealt with it, so I'm speaking on it, right? Yeah. And then you go play these road games, you play home games, you got 10, 15, 20 people. It's hard to walk out when you ain't play good because everybody's lying to your face. Oh, you did all right. No, I didn't. But you can't be a jerk to everybody. Yeah. So when you play good, it feels so much better. But you can tell yourself, don't think about it. Don't think about it. You're thinking about it, man. And I've been in that situation both ways where I hadn't played good. And I've been in a situation, obviously, I've played well, but it's like, man, if you have a bad game, and you come out and you got all your boys' tickets. They start looking at you sideways, like, why are you playing here? You got to deal with all that crap. So I was extremely happy for him. And I'm just throwing this out. Like I saw him when I went up, picked up a couple pizzas in the locker room. I said, hey man, those are one of the best minutes you've had all year. And he was smiling, saying, thanks, man. I'm like, no, seriously. And I said that 3, then I go, remember I mentioned on the air, that play that you got on the reversal and you created the 3 for Miller in the corner, and then he hits a 3. That group kind of propelled us back into that basketball game. Their ball. Right?
No, they said that it is Gonzaga ball.
I don't know.
So they lose the timeout. Yeah, it's interesting looking at that again, Mo. They're going to make sure the shot clock is set. So Campbell loses one of his timeouts there, and we will return to action with Steel Ventures. Or no, check that. It'll be Mario St. Superi who steps in and takes the ball. Inbound to Ike at the three-point line. Far side of the floor. Bulldogs move left to right in the second half. Ike trying to back down Butka. Take him all the way into the paint. A little fadeaway from about 10 is off the mark. Ball tipped out into the hands of Ventures. Steele gives it up to St. Superi. Gets the screen from Ike. Passes right side for Innocente, who was cutting to the basket. Almost turned it over. Innocente trying to wrap it down to Ike. It was poked away by Butka. Ike comes away with it. Second straight miss for Braden Huff as Graham found him, but Braden couldn't finish. It's an awkward offensive possession for the Zags. Gregory gives it up to Fields, who's returns. Now for Smith. Smith with 8 points after going scoreless for the majority of the first half. Gives it up to Butka, who fires a 3. Won't go down. Huff had the rebound ripped away, but got it back. Well, Venters to the baseline on the far side to Innocente now on the left sideline. Out to Huff. Huff looking down low, spins on Fields, spins back into the paint, slips and falls, able to get it away to Ike. Ike shoots a little jumper, couple hops off the rim and into the hands of Smith.
Last 3 possessions haven't been very good.
No. There's Smith on the drive, little runner over Huff. Throws up an air ball. Ike rebounds. St. Superi, one-handed bounce pass down low into Chente. Shot fake, leans in and scores.
Finally, somebody made a basketball play for either club.
Lead back to 17 for the Bulldogs. They've led by as many as 20. Gregory with it. In front of his own bench. Holds, gives it up to Butka. Short pass to Fields. He's at the three-point line. Huff comes out to defend. Short pass to Cook. Cook scored 8 in the first half. There's a whistle, and a foul is going to go against the Zags away from the ball. Innocente whistled for the hold. Worley checks in. Huff heads to the bench. 28 points, new career high for Braden. Looking for his first 30-point performance here tonight. Checking back in is Jeremiah Johnson. Well, what a fascinating story he is. We'll hopefully get to that as he tries to bounce the ball and bounce to Fields and bounce it out of bounds. Johnson was a rising star in high school, was out playing basketball with some of his buddies, and was actually shot twice. There was an argument that started away from his group. He had nothing to do with it, was accidentally shot and was actually paralyzed.
Oh, jeez.
And was able to come back a few months later. The doctor said, hey, I would think you're going to be able to recover. We don't know how long it's going to take. Well, it was a lot quicker than the doctors anticipated. And was able to resume his career, and was a 4-star recruit. It's kind of interesting. He'd originally signed with Oklahoma State, and then they got a new coach. He went to Green Bay. He had a relationship with Doug Gottlieb, who's the coach at Green Bay now. He's an Oklahoma State guy and played there last year as a freshman, now here as a sophomore. But
awesome.
Just a tremendous story.
Puts it in perspective. You know what I mean?
Does, yeah. Here's an inbound to Ike at the three-point line. Gets the Venters shot fake. Cook flies by. Steele drives and flushes the one-handed throwdown from Steele Venters, and the lead is 19.
That's surprising right there. Great move from Steele. turn one over.
Bulldogs steal Venters now with 5 points in the game. Here's a drive, a whistle, and a foul. Let's see who it's on. We have an official timeout here at the McCarthy Athletic Center. 15:41 to play. 61-42. Zags on top. Steele flexing a little bit as he heads to the bench for the timeout. Good for him. 19-point Zag lead. We're back after this. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from their field.
Anyone who works for themselves has the toughest boss on the planet. A real taskmaster with no respect for nights or weekends. Still, it doesn't have to be lonely at the top. Wheatland Bank makes running a business seamless with a careful mix of personal service, deep resources, and the latest tech. After all, you're only human. Unlike that bully whose name's on the door, your 5-star Wheatland Bank. Relationships you can count on.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Arby's 2 for $7 ham and Swiss melts or ham. Juicy, delectable Applewood smoked ham underneath a melty blanket of Swiss cheese, and then more ham. Juicy, delectable Applewood smoked ham underneath a melty blanket of, oh, you get it. It's 2 of the same sandwich. Ham and Swiss melts. 2 for $7. Arby's, we have the meat.
At participating Arby's for a limited time. Support Gonzaga basketball through NIL. Zags Collective is the leading NIL collective supporting Zags student athletes through name, image, and likeness. Zags Collective creates opportunities for student athletes to engage with the community and grow their brand. Plus, you get access to autograph sessions, exclusive events, and more. Become a member today. Go to zagsnilcollective.com and get started.
You're listening to Gonzaga basketball from Learfield. Let's go back courtside. Once again, alongside two-time NBA champion Adam Morrison. Here's the voice of Gonzaga basketball, Tom Hudson.
Tom Hudson, Adam Morrison with you here at the McCarthy Athletic Center. The Zags with a 61-42 lead over Campbell. The Bulldogs closed out the first half on a 28-14 run after Campbell had cut the lead to 5. The Bulldogs led 55-36 at halftime, 19-point advantage still here at the first official timeout of the second half. Gonzaga basketball is brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Visit Toyota.com or your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places. Huff with 28, EK 14. Still nobody else in double figures for Bulldogs. Budka having a game for Campbell is now recorded 14 points on 7 of 13 shooting. He came in averaging 16.5. He is the only Camel currently in double figure scoring. Fields will step to the free throw line. Had a couple years at Norfolk State before transferring to Campbell. We talked in the pregame show about their game against Virginia Lynchburg. It's a small Christian school. They scored 149 points in that game. How about this line for Fields? 31 points, 22 rebounds, 11 assists. The first triple-double in school history. Both free throws are good. Columbay checks in for the first time in the second half. Here's some pressure from Campbell. Mario breaks it with a dribble. Gives it up to Worley. Now for Venters. Venters under pressure from Columbay. Dribbling to his right. Tries to turn the corner. Gets to the baseline. Kicks out to Worley. Quickly into Chente. Left side. Bounces down low. He was looking for Huff, and it's knocked away by Budka. Here come the Campbells. Worley pokes away from Columbay. Venters comes away with a loose ball. 1-on-1, goes to work on Budka, flips it up and in. 2 more for Venters, give him 7, and the lead is back to 19.
Yeah, another nice finish and traffic there for Venters, mostly known for his perimeter shooting.
Left side, Gregory, quick feed, Budka. Budka going to work on Huff. Now double teamed, kick out in the corner. Venters closes out, prevents Gregory from getting up a shot. Now he dribbles across the paint, little fadeaway from 12, no good. Worley with a one-handed rebound.
Jalen in the front court, 2-on-4, keeps the dribble alive to the free throw line. Now picks it up. Bounces it for Huff, and Huff dribbles it off his knee and out of bounds. Well, the right idea. The execution wasn't quite there. Benachente heads to the bench. Grant Foster's back in. Yeah, Smith will bring the ball up the floor, blows right past St. Superior. Mario recovers, pass out to Butka at the top of the key. Couple dribbles, underhanded flip. Johnson back on the floor. Drives, throws a dangerous pass. It's stolen by Worley. Worley with 2 Camels to beat. Leans in, misses, but it's going to be 2 free throws for Jalen Worley after the foul was committed by Gregory. Or check that. Columbay will be whistled for the personal.
You said 2 Camels. Why is there 2 humps and only 1 hump for Camels? I don't know. Do you know?
No, I don't.
Studio, look that up for us, please. Right? Yeah, there's a difference.
Yeah, I think you're right.
There is, right?
Yeah.
There's one hump and then 2 humps. And aren't they the animal that can drink like? All right, it's different species of camel. Thank you.
Luke, right?
I've always wondered that.
Yeah. Yeah, they ride in the desert for.
Yeah, they drink water. They could have you ever seen that when they can drink 5 gallons or something to store it? And then they eat cactus. Have you ever seen them eat the cactuses or whatever? It's crazy. Snakes too. You're saying camels all day long. I mean, golly. What am I supposed to do?
No, I love it. Keep it coming. Still 14 minutes to play. Zags by 20.
Somebody needs to be the llamas.
Here's a drive and a finish. It's Gregory.
A weird animal, man. There's actually a bunch in Washington, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, it is.
Just eat alfalfa and spit at people or whatever they do.
Morley spins, drives, hits the bottom of the rim, and the ball lands on him as he lands out of bounds.
They look at you funny, too. They always look like they're smiling and making fun of you. Right?
Yep. Dominicus Butka has checked in the game for the first time.
Doing in Washington State. Oh, let's eat the grass. Let's keep the grass down. The cow, then. What are you doing?
Dominicus is the twin brother
of who?
Of Davidas. So 22's on for the first time. The brothers are on.
What?
A ball kicked right to Butka by Worley. Another kind of disjointed play there. 13-22.
They're twins?
The Butka brothers, yeah.
No way. They don't look like twins. I'm not kidding. I'm not trying to be funny. Oh, they are about the same height. Honestly, I'm not even trying to
double check that. I read that somewhere.
They don't look like twins. They look like brothers, but
they're notes again.
Huh. I thought you were joking, man. My bad. That's. Huh.
Davidas, who's spent the majority of the night on the floor, makes that first free throw. Lefty ready for another. He's got 15 points. Goes 1 for 2. Brother with the rebound, but it was stripped away from him. Worley comes away with it. St. Superior to the front court. Leaves it for Huff. Huff spins the baseline, stripped away by Smith, who is whistled for a personal foul. 64-47 is our score with 13:31 to play. This game right now just kind of has the feeling of,
it's
just getting a little sloppy, right?
Sloppy and kind of stagnant, no fluidity. Crowd's not into it. I'm talking about camels and
St. Superior bounce to Worley, who is fouled as he goes up for the shot. He's going to shoot a couple of free throws.
Is that one school still the Banana Slugs?
Yeah, Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz, yeah. Are they in the Big West? Or are they Division I?
No, they're D3.
D3. Banana Slugs, though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Buddy went to school there.
I think that's the T-shirt John Travolta wore in Pulp Fiction. I think is that the one at the end of the movie when they go to the and they go get the breakfast and then you know how it's out of order. But I think he's wearing a Santa Cruz Banana Slug shirt when they have to change clothes and then they go to the breakfast spot. Blah blah blah. I think. Pretty sure I'm right.
Worley goes 1 of 2 at the line.
It's awesome.
65
mascot like
47.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Butka picks up his dribble, kicks it out top for Gregory. Looks down low to the other Butka, who has his shot blocked from behind by Worley. Wanted a foul call, didn't get it. Smith on the floor. Gets St. Superi to Worley. Lays it up off the glass. It wouldn't go down. Gregory with the rebound. Gives it up to Smith up the left side. Quick look for Butka. Butka power dribble into the paint. Worley tries to tie him up, and he does. Still 13 minutes to play. It's an 18-point lead for the Bulldogs. Yeah, they are twin brothers.
Oh, I guess I'll stand corrected. I thought that was just regular brothers or whatever you want to call it.
Down St. Superi. We haven't seen this lineup much with both Mario and B. Smith on the floor together.
Kind of like it. Why not? Try it.
Superi changes course with the dribble, gives it up to Worley, hands it back to the point guard. Superi tries the baseline, reverses and scores.
Good drive baseline and then uses the rim as a protector.
Quickly the other way, back in his Fields. He goes right to work on Worley and scores it, handing Jalen his third personal foul.
I think the college football playoff starts on Saturday.
Yep.
Oklahoma, Alabama, I think it's the game this week. Good one.
Yeah. I think Oregon and James Madison are that day, too. Speaking of Oregon, there's still tickets available for our game against the Ducks at the Moda Center on Sunday. Free throw is off the mark. Fight for the rebound is an extensive one. Finally, loose ball's chased down at the top of the key by Worley. He dribbles to his right. 4 or 5 players got their hands on the ball. Worley trying to bounce to St. Superi and turns it over. Here is a drive, and it won't go down. Cook flying in there was going to try to turn that thing over. Worley closed in on him and caused the shot to be off the mark, but the putback is good for Fields. 67-51 is the score. 3-pointer. Grant Foster is no good, and the ball is out of bounds off of the Zags. Getting a little ugly here at the McCarthy Athletic Center. 16-point lead still for the Bulldogs, however.
Thank God we get a break from that.
67-51. We're back right after this. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
What? Gain Super Flings are here to take your laundry to the next level.
Talking about Gain Super Flings. Super-sized laundry packs. These things are huge. Super fresh, super clean. Gain Super Flings.
Gain Super Flings laundry packs have 4 times the Oxy cleaning power and 3 times the Febreze freshness versus Gain Original Liquid.
Super fresh, super clean. Gain Super Flings.
Gain Super Flings for next level laundry.
And now, Superhuman Shaq.
I keep telling them not to say that. I'm no superhuman. Believe it or not, I struggle with moderate obstructive sleep apnea, or OSA. In adults with obesity, moderate to severe OSA is a condition where breathing is interrupted during sleep with loud snoring, choking, gasping for air, and even daytime fatigue. Let's just say it can sound a lot like this. Sound familiar? Learn more at don'tsleeponosa.com.
This information is provided by Lilly, a medicine company.
Okay, I think we got everything. Turkey, the potatoes.
New iPhone.
What is that?
New iPhone and AT&T.
You okay?
Giving a hint? Good call. Just like getting AT&T's best deal on the all-new iPhone 17 Pro, featuring the ultimate Pro camera system. Learn how new and existing customers can get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us with eligible iPhone trade-in. Any condition. Most expensive plan not required. Requires trade-in of iPhone 14 Pro Max or higher. Excludes iPhone 16e. Terms and restrictions apply. Subject to change. Visit att.com/iPhone for details.
Get your mother-loving ears on because your big-time radio DJ's got news. PayPal lets you choose how you want to pay for all the stuff. With PayPal, I can pay in-store, pay online, or pay over time. What's that? You want this translated into song? I hope you're sitting down. You can pay your own way. You keep those ears on, you hear? Don't just pay, baby. PayPal.
Learn more at paypal.com.
Welcome back to McCarthy Athletic Center. 11:58 to play in our basketball game. The Bulldogs leading, visiting Campbell by a score of 67-51. 51. Well, Xfinity believes Gonzaga fans deserve a deal you can bank on. With Xfinity's 5-year price guarantee, you get the most intelligent Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. No contracts, no pump fakes, just a fast break for your future self. The Bulldogs have not been able to pull away from Campbell at this point. The biggest lead, 20, has come on a couple of occasions. And, well, you don't have the feeling that Campbell's going to make this amazing, strong comeback, but you also just kind of feel like it's just not clean for the Bulldogs right now, right? And we just talked about it off air. I mean, we haven't had one of these games, really, where it's kind of gotten away. I mean, I think every game has felt pretty good. And this one, this last probably, 6 or 7 minutes, most of the second half, it's just been a little choppy for GU.
A little bit choppy, ill-advised, shots, passes that didn't get through to their intended targets. So a little bit sloppy, like you mentioned. But in all fairness, Campbell's trying stuff and playing hard, man. You can see young coach trying to establish something. I always root for programs like that. I mean, I'm not kidding. It's just we've had some teams come in here and not even try, and I mean that in the nicest way. Kind of just wave the white flag. They're trying stuff. He's running multiple sets. He's getting his guys pretty good shots, right?
Yep.
Against, inferior talent. So
Bulldogs with 5 turnovers here in the second half. In the first 8 minutes, Smith off the dribble shoots a 3, and he makes it. All right. The Campbell bench and the Campbell fans who made the trip out, a little bit excited. It's a 13-point game. Smith dribbles into the paint. Bounce it right side for St. Superior. He tries to get it to Huff. It's poked away, and Grant Foster chases down the loose ball. Zags will try it again. Grant Foster gets through the defense and throws it down with 2 hands. 69-54 is the Bulldog lead. And the ball is out of bounds. A turnover on Campbell. Just a careless one there. Smith throws it into the backcourt and out of bounds. Graham Ike will check back in, replacing Jalen Worley. Bulldogs led it 67-47, a 7-0 run. The Camels cut it to 13. Now the Bulldogs looking to extend again. Grant Foster out top with it, gives it up right side. Smith fakes the pass, drives the left hand into the paint, spins around, bounces for Huff. Huff spins the baseline, shot up and in, and a foul. It's going to go against Fields and send Huff to the free throw line for the 3rd and 1 opportunity tonight for the Bulldogs left-hander.
Career high 30. All right, 28 was his career high, but finally got off the proverbial snide of not getting 30.
Makes the free throw. 31 points for Huff.
My daughter had 28 last night, missed 2 layups to get over 30. Oh, I kept my calmness in check, but can you get 30 one time in your life? Still a good game, obviously.
Butka bobbles and almost loses it into the backcourt. Picks up his dribble, passes it away to Cook, who tips it right back to Butka. Right side for Fields. Oh, check that. It's Newton who's checked back in for Fields. Kick out top for a 3. That one is good. Johnson knocks down the jump shot, 72-57. Second made 3, and here's a whistle and a foul away from the ball. I believe it's going to go on Graham Ike, and I think they're going to come and look at the monitors. Butka's down holding his chin.
Let's see if he drilled him.
Graham Ike having words to the officials. We'll get a challenge, or excuse me, they'll take a look. Not a challenge, they'll take a look at it. The Campbell's already used their challenge and lost that, but there will be a review for contact above the shoulder. So the Bulldogs led 55-36 at halftime. It's 72-57 right now. So Campbell just kind of hanging around here. Officials are at the monitor giving it a look. And the Bulldogs' next game Sunday, we're in Portland to play Oregon. It's a 3 o'clock tip. This day and age, all over the map. We played at 8:30 on Saturday night. We'll play at 3 o'clock on Sunday afternoon.
3 o'clock's much better than that 8:30 jazz that we were talking about.
They will change the call to a flagrant 1. So that will lead to free throws. I was waiting. It took a while for the replay.
I know our guy committed the foul. Show it.
Buka to the free throw line. Everybody else in the backcourt. He misses the first. So one part of this game that he seems to be lacking at this point. 52% from the line coming in. And misses them both. And 1 for 4 in the game. It will also be Campbell basketball. Graham Ike sits on the bench now. Jalen Worley's replaced him. 72-57, 15-point Gonzaga lead. Campbell's with the ball. Smith walks it across half court. Bounces it. 3-point line right side to Newton. Faces up on Worley. 1 dribble handoff. It's Gregory with it. Looking down low. They can't get it there. Skip instead left side. Smith catches and shoots. 3 hits the front of the rim. The rebound is secured by Grant Foster. Dion will bring the Zags the other way himself. Little hesitation move. Drives, leans in. A whistle. Shot wouldn't go down, but he'll shoot free throws. Zags lead is 15 with exactly 10 minutes to play. And Braden Huff with a career high 31. Leading the way for Gonzaga. Grant Foster to the free throw line for GU. 70% on the season. On 2 points tonight, going 4 rebounds. Struggled a little bit. 1 for 5 from the field. That first free throw is off the mark. Out is Newton. Back is Fields. For visiting Campbell. Tyon goes 0 for 2. Fields off the bench, grabs the rebound. There's a long pass up the floor for Butka's triple team. Kicks it in the corner to Johnson. Fakes the 3. Drives off balance. Able to get it away to Smith. Smith forces a 3 and hits it over St. Superior. All right. 72-60 with 9:41 to play. 12-point advantage. There's a flip over the top from Worley intended for Huff. It's tipped by Fields and stolen by Smith. And then Grant Foster leans in and picks up a ticky-tack foul at 60 feet. It's bonus. And it's getting a little uncomfortable in the kennel right now, Mo.
I like it. Campbell's playing hard and making shots, flying around defensively. Got a good schematic plan defensively to kind of counter our inside play. So
Smith with 14 points, is 4-12 from the field. Front end of the 1-and-1 is good. Smith 85% at the free throw line. 7 straight points scored by the Camels, who have made 4 of their last 5 from the field. Second one is also good. Rattled around and drops to cut the lead to 72-62. Now there's a little pressure in the backcourt. St. Superior picks it up, bounces over Inocente, who's replaced Grant Foster. Manuel dribbles into the front court, hands it off to St. Superior, just inside a half court with it. One-handed pass right side, Worley at the 3-point line. Gives it up to Inocente between the circles. Picks up his dribble. To Worley, 8 seconds to shoot. Worley retreats with the dribble, gives it up to Inocente. Out to Smith. Smith with 4 seconds to shoot. Will from the G. The 3 is good. Oh, the Bulldogs needed that on a broken play. 75-62. Smith looks to answer. Off the dribble, misses the 3 from in front of his own bench. Long rebound chased down by Huff. Gives it away to Worley. Worley to St. Superior. He'll drive, get all the way to the rim. The shot is rejected. Johnson got a piece of it. Butka comes away with it to Smith. He's into the front court. Gives it up right side. Little bobble over there by Johnson. Looked like he wanted to shoot a three, but couldn't quite control it. Pass over the top. Fields loses the handle. It is knocked out of bounds, and Achente last to touch. They had a wide open look at a three there. Johnson missed.
Butka.
That was, Butka.
Wide open.
Yeah.
Just clapping his hands. Nobody rotated. He would have had a strip three from the top.
I'll tell you what, Mo, if Brayton doesn't hit that three
I know.
From the G, I mean, he's 3 steps behind the line. All of a sudden they score, and it's a single-digit lead. Here's Gregory. Fakes the three, dribbles to his left, gives it up to Johnson. He will shoot it. Left side three, no good. Off the rim, over the backboard, and out of bounds. Well, John Andrzejczyk, the first-year head coach, when Braden made that three, just slammed the scorer's table.
Yeah, it's
just frustration. They did everything right.
Off. Yeah, he's calling our actions out.
St. Superior between the circles to Worley. And off to Smith, out to Huff. Right sideline pass in Achente. One-hander to Worley between the circles. Worley going to work on Butka. Spins, off balance. Shot wouldn't go down. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Campbell. But Fields and Johnson could not control the basketball, and it will stay with the Bulldogs. 11 seconds to shoot. No change of possession there. So 11 seconds on the clock. Smith got a quick breather right back in for Campbell. And Johnson will head to the bench. Braden Smith will inbound for the Bulldogs. Bounces in the near corner to St. Superior. Out between the circles for Smith. Gets a screen from Huff. Dribbles to his right. Steps back. Shoots another three. That one won't go down. And the rebound is chased down by Butka. Butka 15 and 5. Here comes Smith the other way.
Oh, my God, Pete.
Picked up defensively by Achente. One-handed pass to Fields. He skips it back right side. They look down low where Butka is wide open. Worley, though, closes in late and strips it away. Another turnover on the Camel. St. Superior into the front court. A little Euro step off balance. Comes up short with a shot. Huff tips it, controls it. Misses the shot, but he's fouled. 13-point lead for the Bulldogs. 7:27 to play. We have an official timeout on the floor here at the Kennel. Back right after this. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Look, I'm not going to tell you you have to have a Camus Rewards card when you come to Northern Quest. You don't. You don't have to earn points on every dollar you spend here or enjoy prize entries, dining discounts, pre-sale concert tickets, and so on. Heck, you don't even have to receive free cash money for doing what you already do here. After all, free country, right? Camus Rewards for all the ways you play.
Marsh McLennan Agency is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Sports. When it comes to insurance, how hard does your team really work for you? At Marsh McLennan Agency, we do the shopping for the right insurance carrier, ensuring you get the right coverage tailored to your needs. Our local experts are dedicated to providing personalized service backed by the resources of Marsh, the global leader in insurance. Visit MMANorthwest.com and get started on finding a better insurance coverage for you. Go Zags!
Where all stars and all Americans are made. You're listening to Gonzaga basketball from Learfield. Let's go back courtside. Now, alongside first-team All-American Adam Morrison, here's the voice of Gonzaga basketball, Tom Hudson.
Now we're back at the Kennel where the Bulldogs lead 75-62 over visiting Campbell. The Bulldogs have led the Fighting Camels by as many as 20. The Zags just kind of letting the visitors hang around here, up by 13 with 7:27 to play. Look, if you're looking for an all-star lineup of sporty all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive vehicles, make a smart play and head on out to Cal. Mo, the second half for the Bulldogs, 8 out of 19 shooting for 42%. And that after a 63% the first half, and it just kind of has that feeling for the Zags. It almost felt like it was coming too easy. They quite couldn't deliver that knockout blow, and been a little sloppy, and credit to Campbell. I mean, they've come to play, and they're still competing, and this thing isn't over. It's 13 points, but still 7.5 minutes to play.
Plenty of time. They get a little mini run, and it gets really nervous in this building, right? So credit to them, man. This is a good basketball team that moves the ball, has a plan, right? And obviously, we've had some miscues ourselves, but it's not like they're just rolling over, right, that we sometimes see with these smaller schools.
Braden Huff missed the first free throw. We'll shoot one more. Second one is good. Braden has 32. Continues to build on his career high with each point that he scores. 76-62 is the lead. Buka between the circles. Couple dribbles, fakes a handoff to Smith, passes left side. Cook spins away from pressure, bounces to Buka on the baseline. Gets into the paint with a right-handed dribble, spins back to his left, leans into Huff and scores. 76-64. Under 7 minutes to play here at the Kennel. Braden Smith into the front court, left side pass to Worley. Worley to Venters, who just checked back in, coming off the screen, fires a three. It's all net. Big one for Steele Venters, his second made three. He's into double figures with 10. 79-64, the Gonzaga advantage. Newton back on the floor, picks up his dribble, able to get it away to Cook. Cook driving on Smith, pushes off, misses the shot. Huff has the rebound. Gets it out to Smith. Braden to the front court, gets all the way to the rim, challenges the defender. Shot wouldn't go, but Worley cleans it up with a two-handed jam. 81-64 is the score, and Campbell calls a timeout with 6:11 to play. 30-second timeout is called by Campbell. 6:11 to play, 81-64 is the Gonzaga lead. Steele Venters with that made three, gets the double figures for the fourth time this season. He's played well tonight, Mo.
Yeah, it's had two finishes around the perimeter, or excuse me, two drives, finishes inside, and then knocked down 2 threes as well. So 10 points, like you mentioned, in 19 minutes. You know, turned one over in the start of the second half on a dunk. You know, you can see that. And then he had another one in transition. Obviously, I mentioned he's known for his three-point shooting, but he's done a good job of mixing it up tonight and being ready to go. They called a design screen-to-screener action on that last three for him, and he came in cold off the bench and knocked it down. So he's had a good game so far, like you talked about. Looked good in the last 6-7 games, right? Mm-hmm.
Venters, Worley, Smith, Huff, and Innocente for the Zags. Cross half court with the dribbles. Gregory leaves for Butka at the free throw line. Pass left side. Smith has it there. Kicks back out top for Butka. Butka, the lefty, driving on Huff. Shot blocked from behind by Innocente. Huff comes away with loose basketball. To Worley. Into the front court on the left side. Worley retreats with it. Hands it off to Smith. Zags will set up the offense. Smith gets a screen from Huff. Passes back right side. Wide open as Venters passed a little off the mark. Couldn't get up a shot. Instead, tries to feed it down low to Huff. And the ball is tipped out of bounds by Gregory. Steele was wide open. The pass just
off the mark. Yeah, took his rhythm out of his shot attempt that he was going to tee it up.
And Innocente from in front of the Zag bench passes it into Huff. Huff going to work on Butka. Spins again. Throws it up. Comes up short, but Butka's whistle for the personal foul. A little 12-footer from Braden. Butka's second foul sends Braden to the free throw line for 2 more.
32.
Points. 6 rebounds.
We should have a chance to try to get to 40.
Yeah, 33.
Did Drew have 40 in this building? Can't remember. He'd be the last guy to do it.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to look that up.
Right, if it was done.
Did it here. Yeah. Braden goes 1 out of 2. Innocente saves the rebound into the hands of Worley, and the Zags get another crack at it, leading 82-64. Upsets the screen for Smith, who drives, gets it back to Braden. Another one-hander up, another one-hander in. 35 points tonight for Braden Huff. The Bulldogs lead is back to 20. Buka, three-point line. One dribble. Able to get it away to Newton. Newton drives, leans into Huff, misses the shot. Braden comes away with the rebound. Smith is going to walk it up the floor. Huff 15 of 17 from the field, 4 of 7 from the free throw line. Smith driving with the right hand. Retreats with it. Wraps a pass. Innocente saves from going out of bounds. Innocente to Venters, fakes a three, dribbles to his left, lets it fly, and hits. Steele Venters having a night. Give him 13. And the Bulldogs have their biggest lead of the game. It's 87-64.
3 of 4 from downtown. Excellent shot fake and side dribble. Let the flyby go. Sets his feet again, knocks it down.
Foul going to go on the Zags, and Smith's going to head to the free throw line.
Let's see what happened.
Smith, 16 points, on his way to his number, but it's taken him a while to get there. The Bulldogs on an 11-0 run over the last 2.5 minutes to extend this lead to the biggest it's been all night. Smith, DJ Smith for Campbell, makes the first free throw. Four minutes, 15 seconds to play in our basketball game. And both free throws good. Smith under pressure from DJ Smith. Passes in the front court, right side to Venters, out to Worley. Worley to Smith, now Huff for Innocente. Fakes left, drives right, gets all the way to the rim, misses the shot. We've got a whistle and a foul. Emmanuel wanted a whistle, didn't get it. And we have our final official timeout of the night. 3:58 to play, Zags 87, Campbell 66. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
What? And now, Superhuman Shaq.
I keep telling them not to say that. I'm no superhuman. Believe it or not, I struggle with moderate obstructive sleep apnea, or OSA. In adults with obesity, moderate to severe OSA is a condition where breathing is interrupted during sleep with loud snoring, choking, gasping for air, and even daytime fatigue. Let's just say it can sound a lot like this. Sound familiar? Learn more at don'tsleeponosa.com.
This information is provided by Lilly, a medicine company.
Unleash your potential with Husky. Rugged, innovative, and dependable. Husky hand tools help you get every job done right, every time. Unleash your abilities with Husky hand tools. Exclusively at the Home Depot.
Get your mother-loving ears on because your big-time radio DJ's got news. PayPal lets you choose how you want to pay for all the stuff. With PayPal, I can pay in-store, pay online, or pay over time. What's that? You want this translated into song? I hope you're sitting down. You can pay your own way. You keep those ears on, you hear? Don't just pay, baby. PayPal.
Learn more at paypal.com.
Hey, adults with moderate to severe Crohn's disease, are your Crohn's symptoms keeping you out of the picture? Get back in it with Skyrizi.
Control is everything to me.
With Skyrizi, you can feel significant symptom relief, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements. Individual results may vary. Skyrizi can help deliver remission and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Ask your gastroenterologist today about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease.
Control is everything to me.
Check out GoSkyrizi.com today.
We're back to McCarthy Athletic Center where Braden Huff is leading the way for the Bulldogs. A career best 35 points, his first 30-point game as a Zag. It's 87-66, 3:58 to play. Well, earn your bragging rights at Northern Quest with more slot machines, table games, restaurants, lounges, and luxury hotel rooms than anyone else in the region. Northern Quest, yes, the best. More at northernquest.com. Opportunity to get to 40, Mo. Like you said, we haven't seen a whole lot of those games, so we'll see if he can get there in this last 3:58. I'm running through. Here you go. Our McCarthy Athletic Center records. Fellow by the name of Adam Morrison had 42 against Portland.
Yeah.
Remember that one? Roney had 40 against Idaho. I remember that.
I remember that.
Could not get anybody to stop him.
Yep. First game of my junior year.
Yep.
First game of that season that year.
What's the first game? Yep, your sophomore year. Yep, it's the first game of the season. Yep. Drew had 37 against Texas. He had 35 against Pep. Then Cal Wilcher had a couple 35s, and Stephen Gray had a 35.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, nobody's scored 40 in this building since you did it in 06.
Let's hope he gets it. 4 minutes, about just under 4 minutes to do it. He's at 35. It'd be cool to get a 40 piece at home. I remember my Portland game. I think I had like 33 in the first half. And I remember we used to run like a staggered screen on the baseline. And it was early in the second half. And I shot a complete like air ball right. And I remember Coach Few like chewing me out. And I did in my head, I was like, I just had 33 in the first half. I can't shoot it like a fadeaway air ball. Like I was like, whatever. But I was just like, this guy's nuts.
What, 450 wins later?
Just calm down a little bit. It's like, God, dude.
Butka going to work on Worley, and there's all sorts of grabbing and holding going on there. And finally, a whistle. It's going to go into Chente on the help. Well, Brayton Smith into double figures with 11 points after he made both those free throws.
That's our kid right there.
Butka at the line. But misses another one. Huff with the rebound. Smith brings the ball across half court. To Huff out top. Davis Fogel has checked in for the Bulldogs for the first time. Huff fakes the handoff to Smith. Wants to back down Butka. Dribble with the left. Spins back to the right and lays it up and in. 37 points on the quick spin from Huff. Zags lead at 91-66. There's a drive. Fogel stripped it away from Cook. The ball is loose on the ground. Looks like we're going to get a jump ball situation. Smiler DeJana is going to check in for the Zags.
What a disgrace.
And Braden Huff is going to head to the bench.
37. On.
They'll finish with 37 points.
Let him in the game. 16 of 18 from the field. 101 from downtown. Only blemish on the scorecard. 4 for 7 from the free throw line, but 8 rebounds as well. Terrific ball game, obviously.
DeJana checks in. Johnson gets it into Butka. Fires a pass right side. Open look at a three is way off the mark for Cook.
Yuck. I'm upset. Right? See a 40 piece.
Smith walks it across half court. Screen from DeJana. Gets another one as he dribbles to the right wing. Trying to pass back to DeJana. It's deflected, but still gets through. The ball, though, immediately stripped away by DJ Smith. Bounces it. Nice pass to Gregory, who finishes.
Beautiful pass and transition. Split the difference right there between the defenders. One-handed lead bounce pass. Terrific.
Chente to Worley. Couple dribbles, hands it off on the far side to Smith. Smith dribbles left wing, skip pass right side. Fogel fakes right, drives left, gives it up to Chente out top. Now back to Smith. 8 seconds to shoot. Smith off the screen, throws the alley-oop for Fogel, who comes out of the corner to throw it down with 2 hands in his first bucket of the night. 93-68. We're under 2 to play here at the McCarthy Athletic Center. Gregory picks up his dribble. He's in all sorts of trouble and tied up by Braden Smith. Alternating possessions, the Zags will have the basketball. 93-68. Johnson checks out.
Cam, get a body on it. Cam, body.
Luka back in. Here's Smith.